Hi guys. Okay, so this video is probably going to piss a lot of people off because the title is Best Thing for Your Hair Ever, or Best Product for Your Hair Ever. And when I tell you what it is, you guys will just be like, yeah, hello, that was from like 3 years ago, so where the hell have you been? And my answer to that is definitely not plugged into the beauty community, obviously. So I do know that this has been around for a while, but it's taken me, you know, as per usual with my life, I'm just one of those people that when everybody gets on the bandwagon on something, I tend not to, not even purposely or consciously, but it's almost like if there's too much hype over a movie or a TV show or something, I just wind up not being interested, probably because I don't want to disappoint myself, where I feel like, oh, really? I have such high expectations, and then when I finally see it or something, I'm like, yeah, that's not that great. Except for Game of Thrones, people. I will agree that that really is the bloody best show on television. But anyways, okay, I digress. So what is it? It is, let's see if you can guess. It is something that is relatively inexpensive. I would say less than $20. In fact, probably even more like $12. So almost like around $10 or so. It's natural. It smells phenomenal. And it just does wonders. It's all purpose. So I think you guys can kind of guess what it is. And it is, ta-da, coconut oil. This one happens to be Nutiva. And it says the world's best cooking oil. And you can just, well, you can. I mean, you can cook with it. I have not cooked with this. I've had my hands all in it. But, right. So for those of you who are now, like, pissed off because it's like, what the heck? She did this tagline like it's the best thing for your hair ever. And I totally, have, you know, coconut oil has been around for frickin' ever. So here's the thing. Why? Now, I can only speak about this brand because I'm so new to it, but I needed to make a video on it because for those of you who followed the channel, the oil or the treatment that I use for my hair is Ojon's restorative, is it just restorative oil? Anyways, it comes in a tub. It's all brown. It smells like an ashtray. For those of you who don't mind the smell, some of you definitely are like, oof. It took me a while to get used to it, but it was one of those things where Ojon was a lifesaver for my hair. My hair was always relatively pretty healthy. I have hair products. I don't use hair products. I don't know what it is. If you saw, the only thing I really use now is sort of dry shampoos. But I never used hairspray on my hair. I had different things like mousses and gels, but I never would really use it. So most of my hair, when people ask me, what do you do for your hair? What do you do? It looks healthy. It's probably because I don't do anything. And it was healthy enough that I could wash it every single day up until about late 30s. And then overnight, it just turned brittle and frizzy and dry, and it just looked awful. I mean, it's not looking super, super great right now. I don't know why. I kind of go into these cycles, but I had to stop washing my hair every single day because it was just stripping my hair, and as you get older, you lose oils in your skin, in your hair, all sorts of stuff. So it just started to look horrible, and I didn't know what to do to get it back. I would try different shampoos. That kind of didn't work, and then I got into Ojon, and within a week, my hair went right back to the way that it's always been, kind of looking like this. When I was younger, my hair really looked better than this. It looked pretty good, and I would have strangers always coming up to me going, oh my gosh, your hair looks really strong and thick and healthy and stuff. So anyways, let's not go on and on about my hair, even though this is a video about hair products. But needless to say, I was on the Ojon bandwagon for years, and anybody that asked how I got my hair to look the way it did, I'd always say Ojon, because it literally went from like dry, straw, brittle looking hair to healthy, shiny, moisturized looking hair within a week. So to have that kind of dramatic result was pretty impressive. And so I always use that restorative oil, maybe once every 3 weeks to a month or so. I would need to use that. And anyways, we all know what it smells like. Well, some of you don't, but it really has that earthy tobacco smelling stuff. It's a very natural kind of product, and they put a lot of that oil in there. So it's not covered. They do have, I think it bothered enough people that they brought out the same oil, but with half the fragrance or less strong. And even that, I could still sort of smell it. I kind of preferred the full regular, funny enough. I don't know, the other one just smelled synthetic or funny. So anyways, I was doing that forever. And one day I read a blog or something, and they talked about this particular brand that you could find at Whole Foods. And I shop at Whole Foods all the time. So I thought, you know what? It's so accessible to me. It's relatively inexpensive. I'll just try it. I happened to be there, and it really was the best thing ever, because here's the difference between the two products. Do they work the same? Yeah, pretty much the same. You do get the health back, the moisturizing back. Oh, that's what it is. I haven't used it. I haven't used this for about a week or so. So the thing is, with that other product, I would use for maybe, like I said, once a month or so. With this, I use almost on a weekly basis, because the difference is the Ojon, when you would scoop it up and do this and put it through your hair, you know, it kind of was a big deal. I just felt like the smell and getting it out of your hair was really difficult, which is why I only tended to do it once a month when I knew I really had the patience to go through it. And it would sort of, afterwards, my hair would feel fantastic, it would look fantastic, but there would be like a day maybe where the weight of that product still in your hair, because I could just never get the whole thing out. So I would have one day where just my hair would feel a little bit heavier, not greasier, but it just didn't have like the fullness in the body. Whereas with this, it is so light. It smells like, honestly, every time I open this, I just want to take spoonfuls of it. It doesn't smell like a sunscreen. It doesn't smell like that fake beachy synthetic thing. This smells like the real delicious coconut that I tend to eat pretty regularly. And I mean, I just want to take a scoop of it. When you do scoop it, it just melts like within a second. The Ojon, you kind of had to work in a little bit more, but this just literally, as soon as your hand touches it, it just melts. And I put it in my hair while it's in a ponytail. I'll just do the ends, put it in my hair, wrap it in a bun, 20 minutes or so. Then I take a shower with it, and it just comes out so easily. It just, because I use the Yes to Cucumbers sort of line, it's a natural shampoo, so it doesn't have that super sudsy from the sulfates and stuff, and it will clarify and take all of the coconut out. And then when I dry my hair, that same day that I'm using it, it bounces, it has volume again, it doesn't have that heavy weight of that Ojon oil. So to me, it's a no-brainer. It's less expensive than the Ojon, you get the same result, you have a better fragrance, and it's easier to get out of your hair. So even though I love Ojon and will continue to use their product, I switched out that restorative oil for coconut oil. This really is the best treatment, and I'm going to be honest with you, I don't use it on my body, I don't use it on my face, although I'm sure at some point I will, and then I'll do another video going, oh my god, this is so amazing for your face, but I can't talk about that right now. I can only talk about it for hair purposes, and it's like I want to use it all the time because it just smells so fantastic, and it's so easy to use. And you know, second day before I'm washing it and it's already in a ponytail and kind of oily and greasy my hair, you know, I just run it through, and it's the simplest thing to do, and it makes me take care of my hair more. So anyways, I'm sure there's going to be tons of comments that are going to say, yeah, duh, hello, we've all been doing that. You were so late on the bandwagon, and I totally get it. So I doubt that you would have any questions. All I can say is that this particular brand is the one that I read on the blog. I'm sure there are other ones, so you know, you can share with me if they're all pretty much the same, if you've tried quite a few, if you haven't been that great, you know, like on the coconut oil bandwagon for your hair, maybe try this brand, because it really is this brand. As soon as I scooped it, I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. So I don't know if there's much of a difference between different companies who make it, but the Nutiva organic virgin coconut oil, amazing. So I hope you found that helpful, and I will talk to you guys